Let's talk about eggs. Probably one of the most demonized foods out there, right? You hear all this noise. Watch the cholesterol. Don't eat too many yolks. It's incredible amounts of misinformation. You need to understand what's really going on when you eat an egg. Forget the headlines for a second. We need to look at the actual physiology, the nutrients, and expose the myths, because the fear surrounding eggs might be causing you to miss out on one of the most nutrient-dense foods on the planet. Are they dangerous in excess? Maybe. But the reason why might have nothing to do with what you've been told. Okay? Look at an egg. It's designed to create life. That means it's packed with essentials, highly bioavailable protein, the building blocks. But the real magic is in the yolk. That's where you find the fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E, and vitamin K2, critical for calcium metabolism, keeping it out of your arteries, especially if it's a pasture-raised egg. It's loaded with choline, vital for your brain, neurotransmitters, and especially your liver to help process fat. We need choline to prevent fatty liver. Then you've got biotin, B vitamins, and yes, fat and cholesterol, which are crucial precursors for your hormones. Your body needs this stuff. This is why eggs are a cornerstone of a healthy ketogenic diet. They provide essential nutrients often missing in high-carb foods. It's nature's multivitamin, the cholesterol thing. This is probably the biggest piece of dietary misinformation ever pushed on the public. Your body makes cholesterol. Your liver produces the vast majority of the cholesterol in your blood. For cell membranes, for vitamin D synthesis, for bile production to digest fats, and critically, for making your hormones, testosterone, estrogen, cortisol. When you eat cholesterol, your body typically just makes less. It has a feedback loop. The idea that eating an egg yolk directly translates to dangerous blood cholesterol levels for most people is completely outdated and largely debunked. Now, if you have high LDL, especially the small, dense, oxidized LDL, that's a problem. But what usually drives that? High insulin levels, eating too many carbs and sugars. That triggers inflammation and messes with your entire lipid profile way more than dietary cholesterol from an egg ever could. Blaming eggs for heart disease caused by a high-carb, inflammatory diet is just ridiculous. They picked the wrong target. What about saturated fat? Eggs have some, yes, but saturated fat from a whole food in the context of a low-carb diet is not the enemy people think it is. The real problem comes when you combine fats with high carbs or when you cook eggs in the wrong stuff. Stop cooking your eggs in vegetable oils. Corn oil, soy oil, canola oil. These are highly processed, inflammatory omega-6 nightmares. Cook your eggs in butter, ghee, tallow, or coconut oil. That makes a huge difference. Then there's this TMAO thing, where gut bacteria convert choline into something potentially problematic. But guess what influences your gut bacteria the most? Your overall diet. High sugar, low fiber diets create dysbiosis. A healthy gut on a good diet likely handles choline differently. And critically, egg quality matters. Pasture-raised eggs from hens eating their natural diet, bugs, grass, have a much better fatty acid profile. More omega-3s, more vitamins like K2 and E. They are less inflammatory. A cheap, conventional egg from a stressed, grain-fed hen is simply not the same food. The quantity question. Forget arbitrary numbers like 1 egg a day. It's the wrong way to think. The real limiting factor is likely your insulin sensitivity and your overall carbohydrate intake. If you're metabolically healthy, insulin sensitive, and eating a low-carb or ketogenic diet, your tolerance for eggs is probably quite high. Many people on keto eat 3, 4, even more eggs a day and thrive. Why? Because their bodies are fat adapted, insulin is low, and inflammation is controlled. The eggs provide needed nutrients and fats without spiking blood sugar. Now, if you're eating a standard high-carb diet, toast for breakfast, pasta for lunch, rice for dinner, then adding a lot of eggs might be different. Your body is already dealing with high insulin and inflammation, and the context changes. It's like asking, how much water can I add to a bucket? Well, it depends if the bucket is empty or already overflowing. So instead of fixating on a number, focus on 1. Improving your metabolic health, lower carbs, intermittent fasting. 2. Choosing high quality, pasture raised eggs. Quality trumps quantity here. If you're eating junk eggs cooked in bad oils alongside sugar, even one might be problematic in that context. All right, let's summarize the smart way to eat eggs. Rule number 1: use the right fats for cooking: butter, ghee, coconut oil, tallow, avocado oil. Absolutely no vegetable or seed oils. This is non negotiable. Rule number 2: pair them correctly. Think eggs with avocado, spinach, non starchy vegetables, maybe some bacon, sugar free, good quality, not with toast, hash browns, pancakes, or orange juice. That's an insulin disaster waiting to happen. Rule number 3: prioritize quality. Always go for pasture raised if you possibly can. The nutritional difference is significant. It's worth the extra cost. Rule number 4: listen to your body, but understand the context. If you feel off after eating eggs, consider what else you're eating. Is your overall diet inflammatory? Are you insulin resistant? Don't just blame the egg in isolation. As for alternatives, honestly, if you can't eat high quality eggs cooked properly, focus on other nutrient dense whole foods like sardines, salmon, organ meats, or greens rather than processed substitutes. Okay, the takeaway is this: eggs, especially high quality pasture raised eggs, are an incredibly nutritious food. The fear around dietary cholesterol is largely a myth fueled by outdated science and ignoring the real driver of many health problems: high carb diets and insulin resistance. How many you can eat depends less on the eggs themselves and more on your metabolic health and what you eat with them. Cook them in healthy fats, pair them with low carb foods, and prioritize quality. If you get the fundamentals of your diet right, low carb, healthy fats, intermittent fasting, eggs can be a fantastic part of your routine. What do you think? Have you been avoiding eggs unnecessarily? Let me know down below. If you want to learn more about fixing insulin resistance or starting keto the right way, check out my other videos on the channel. Thanks for watching.